Alright, so welcome to the defense portion of how to fight with a red 101. So in the last video we talked about footwork and how we should be standing, right? So we talked about how I should be standing here versus here while engaging your opponent. Next we're going to talk about where to hold the sword, because if you hold it down here, it's not doing us a lot of work or a lot of good. If we're holding it on our shoulder or something over here, then we're just like not going to have a good time. You know, you might feel like a cool samurai or something like that, but it doesn't work. So I'm going to hold my sword out in front of myself, so my opponent has to deal with my threat and has to get past my threat before he can actually engage me, right? So my sword is roughly pointed around his chest. But be careful that you don't hold it out with your elbows out, right? These are called chicken wings, and if he wanted to, he could just snipe one of my arms off. I just lost my arm. So to counter that, instead of holding it out like so, we twist our wrists like we're on a motorcycle, right? So that brings our elbows in. So our elbows now are in, my weapon is pointed to the chest, he can no longer just snipe that part of my arm off. So, now that we are on guard, I have my sword out dealing with him. The next part here is to know how to deal with the common strikes that your opponent's going to throw. The easiest way to think about this is to imagine a stick figure house, like a 4-year-old would draw. So the idea is, if my opponent swings to my left side, which is my second quadrant, which we'll cover in attacking later on, if he swings towards my left side, I have to deal with this. To deal with that, I'm going to build the first wall of my house. So that comes over here. And so that, if you imagine as our house here, is our first wall. Next, let's say he's going for my shoulder, right? So same quadrant, but he's coming down on my shoulder now. I'm going to have a roof, right? So I've got my first part of my roof. So we had our wall, and we have our roof. We have the opposite side of the roof as well. So if he comes in for my other quadrant, so my first quadrant, I have my other roof here. So that way now we have our first wall, first roof, second part of the roof. And the last part is if he comes for my arm, my leg, or something over here, I'm going to build my last wall. So he comes over here, and here we go, I have the wall. So, we had our wall, roof, roof, other wall, and the last part is the floor. So let's say he comes in to stab me, I put the floor down, I say no to the stab that's coming in. All together, we have our first wall, our roof, second roof, another wall. Like so. And then floor. Ta-da! With the floor, it's very important that you step out of the way at the same time, because even if I don't step out of the way, I'm still likely to get stabbed in the leg. Like, yes, I prevented myself from being killed, but I'll likely still die, or just from being legged. And so that is our basic defense. In the next video, attacking, we'll talk about how to get past the house block and how you should be attacking it properly and what you should be doing while fighting other people.